Okay. It is January 30th, 2:22 p.m. Friday. Heading into Grants Pass to Road Community College to meet with Lucia Barcher. She is the director of the diversity programming board there. I'm going to be meeting with her to discuss me speaking at staff retreats and other events that she does there. So I'm pretty excited about it. Nervous, of course. Feeling some growth syndrome. People often use the term impostor syndrome. Now, I know imposter syndrome. I know imposter syndrome well. I know imposter syndrome so well, I've given it a nickname. And the nickname I have chosen to give imposter syndrome is growth syndrome. The name growth syndrome came because, well, I'll tell you how there's a little bit of a journey, actually. So, I was feeling out of place, like I didn't belong, like I was a phony. Like if people knew my past, or if they knew who I really was, they wouldn't be turning to me for answers and asking me for guidance and advice. However, I was in a position of authority, so I was supposed to be giving directions and guidance and advice. But for some strange reason, I felt like I wasn't supposed to be the one. And then I found out that feeling, I investigated. I was like, what is this feeling? Why am I struggling? Why is it so hard for me to focus and make the progress that I know I can do? I can see myself doing it in my mind. And it's not like I'm seeing myself do something unusual, like fly an airplane. No. I'm imagining things that I know that I'm capable of doing because I have the desire to do them. They're not out of my reach, and I know I have the ability. So what's the problem here? And it's that imposter syndrome. I'm still learning about what imposter syndrome is exactly, but I am aware that part of it is most likely linked to survival mechanisms in the brain. The brain is not hardwired to make you successful. The brain is not wired for you to do new things that are risky and dangerous. And a lot of it is fear of being judged, fear of making a mistake, and sometimes it's even the fear of actually being successful and doing the thing you set out to do. What now? So if there's fear, I believe that the flight, fight, or freeze comes up. I'm a freezer. I freeze a lot. Been in too many fights, got in trouble. Not into running. So I just freeze. Don't do the thing I set out to do. Do something else instead. And that began to bother me a lot. It became an issue. Sometimes it still comes up. And then I was taking in content, trying to learn more about how to manage this imposter syndrome. And I saw a reel of a guy saying something about chasing imposter syndrome. I was like, what? Chasing imposter syndrome? Why? But wait a minute. Actually, yeah. Yeah, chasing imposter syndrome. Wow, that sounds amazing. I want to be like that one day. Yeah. And then I saw another clip from another video where a different gentleman was talking about how every time he experiences imposter syndrome, he realizes it's usually when he's in a place from growing. He just grew a little bit, right? And because he grew, now he's in a room where he's not the smartest person in the room anymore, and not the wealthiest either. But that's because he's grown and he has now entered a new room. And in entering that new room, you feel like an imposter. Am I supposed to be here? Is this real? Like, what if these people find out that I'm not supposed to be here? What will happen then? Just hold on. Push through. Take a deep breath. Step into your greatness. Become who you are meant to be. I realize now that if I'm experiencing so-called imposter syndrome, that if I rephrase it as growth syndrome, it feels so much different. And calling it growth syndrome as someone who has made personal development and progress and growth a core aspect of his character, yeah, I want that. I want growth syndrome. It can be coupled with my overachiever's syndrome, right? Or maybe it's the cure for overachiever syndrome. Growth syndrome. I'm experiencing growth syndrome right now because I'm headed somewhere to talk to someone about doing something that I've never done before. But I'm capable. I've done something similar. I know I have the skills. I'm sure I have the ability. But the fear, as much as I can feel it, it is not real. It is false expectations appearing real. F.E.A.R. And even if it doesn't go the way I plan or anticipate it, it can still be referred to as my first attempt in learning how to become a well-respected, cherished public speaker. My first attempt in learning, F.A.I.L. And it's been said by many great folk, if you're gonna fail, fail fast, fail often, fail hard, learn from the lessons, and if you can, fail forward.